a trait that my dad gave Tyler and me is we get emotional, so we start choking up when we public speak, so take it easy on us. When my mom asked us to speak about an experience or a story that we had with our dad, I was sitting there with my wife. I said, "What should I say? Like, what story? What's the biggest one, or the one that you remember the most?" And I'm like, "There's tons. We were always spending time with our parents as family, as doing fun things. But what we used to do when we were younger, and Tyler will probably know this well, it was called Bud Day. And Bud Day, I was trying to keep it, I'm not going to take over him then, but Bud Day consisted of test driving new fast cars, boating, shooting, looking at new four-wheelers, snowmobiling, dirt biking, going to the track and racing the dirt bikes. Oh, well, this goes on. Recently, it's like what Tyler said, we've been going to the gym, running, BYU games. As all boys, we go and travel and watch the Cougars. We got lucky a couple of the last games, went to the Nebraska games. That was always a fun one. But one experience or lesson that I'll always remember is when we were at the dirt bike track. We were racing dirt bikes. I was probably 14, maybe, in there somewhere. And we were sitting there watching all the pros go. So all the pros were going, and then I was up in a couple of races or something, I don't know. But we were sitting there, and we were watching these pros go, and they were so fast. Where there was this one pro that was leading, that was winning, and he was ahead by like a couple of seconds. Oh, sorry, can you guys hear better? Okay, sorry. The pro went through, had a couple of laps, but then fell and had a nice little wreck right in front of us. Wasn't too bad, but he could have probably popped back up, no problems, hurried and jumped back on his bike and won, but he jumped up, he fell down, he got all mad, he kicked his bike or threw his helmet down or something, and we were, that's the time that my dad looked over and he said, "Drew, if I ever see you do that, and you don't ever do that again, or I will never come to another race." So he got my attention when he said that. My number one sponsor, right? He said, "I will never come to another race again." So that was my mentality. Doesn't matter if I was in first place, last place. If I fell down, I get back up and I go. This probably lasted a couple of years, I don't know. And I had a really bad accident. I wanted to explain this good, so I gotta chill for a second. So I had a pretty good little accident, fell, got totally knocked out for a couple of minutes. Broke my shoulder. Dr. Jackson, I think I saw him here. He could probably describe a lot better of what happened, but clavicle, everything, a bunch of different stuff. But I remember him, so he ran over to me. He was on top of me, and there was like a couple of medics, and I wasn't even there yet. I was still knocked out. And I could hear him saying, "Drew, come on, hey!" Because he was yelling at me because he was nervous, I was done. But I remember popping up. I grabbed this nurse lady, threw her off, grabbed him, and I was throwing because I was the adrenaline, and the rule was, doesn't matter what happens, you go. If you don't, then we're not going. But what's a lesson that taught me in life is we don't give up. We give everything we can and don't ever give up. So Dad, love you. Happy 60th. Glad that we're going to have you around for another 8, 12, 24 years, hopefully. Who knows? But we love you and happy birthday.